Yeah.
Ganesh cleared PMP today. I was in air and I was almost the plane was going to take off and I received a message from Ganesh, hey Amir, can I have a quick call? And then he shared a document. I tried to click on the document, what is this? But I was unable to do that. But I get and then I was thinking in the air, and in air I did not have the air connection. I says it looks like he cleared the exam because it is something like that. And when I landed, the first thing, as soon as in Dubai I landed, I got the internet. I immediately turned it on and saw and called him and
And
called him. Yeah, this is
I was trying to call you, as soon as I done, I came out and like I was so excited and I
yeah.
wanted to call you first.
Yeah, that is always something that I am really happy for that. Okay, why don't you share journey in your own way, please?
Okay. Um, so I wanted to do PMP, when I started met you first, like over the call.
Mm,
So first time I applied it, and it took 1 year, but I didn't go for exam because of my work and all those things.
mm,
Second time I applied, it was approved. It was 4 months past, and then I thought I have to do it.
mm,
And I started looking your videos, YouTube videos first,
mm,
and the way that you run through the entire batch program or one-to-one program,
mm,
it is splendid,
mm,
and I really start liking it. And I was in Chennai during that time.
mm,
Then I flew back to Stockholm. I relocated to Stockholm. And then I called you on the day one. And the day you said, no, no. I said tomorrow. You said, no, you will do it today. I still remember that. And you shared me the first video, Agile. So you asked me to go through now. So I went that through, went that video. And that's where I started getting some confident.
mm,
And each time when I try to ask any questions,
mm.
no matter what time it is, I still receive a response on time. Either it is voice or text or anything. I have never seen a mentor, okay, a coacher or a guru like that, I would say. Okay,
Someone,
that's
someone
very
crazy,
big.
someone crazy like me.
So I think I always call you Guru. Okay. That's where it is started off, and after that it slowly took off. In between, there was here and there some hiccups for me because I have to travel back to India. But again, one thing I really liked is you keep pushing, pushing, pushing. And then follow-ups. Ganesh, what happened? Did you do this? Did you do that mock or not? So those follow-ups, right, that keeps pushing me, encouraging me. And one main thing, right, this aspirin group that you created, that is wonderful. Okay, whenever, every day, 1 or 2 days, like if not today, next day, you'd be sending, okay, this guy completed PMP certified, PMP certified. That was a motivation factor for me. No, let me go and finish this now.
Yeah.
Okay. Otherwise, I could have not done it. That was a great thing. And few points I noted it down. Amar, I wanted to really call out. Okay. When I did my first PMP training, it was through online. Okay. I didn't really liked it. I spent money, but I didn't really liked it. But when I joined your one-to-one program, right? First and foremost, no textbook, only the online coaching, online videos that you have shared, and then your daily coaching call. Okay, that's something people shouldn't miss it. Okay, and whenever you have this marathon, right, that's very, very important. Okay, I still remember, like, spent almost like 4 or 5 hours solving that 180 question. Okay, that was a key for me to build up some confidence. Okay, so these are something very important that I learned from you. And even if I go for anything, any certification, right, how I should do it. And RCA part. Okay, RCA is RCA elimination technique, and studying the question, reading the question slowly and try to understand the context of the question. These are really, really key things. And in fact, I will tell you, I've started applying RCA on my personal things, whatever I went wrong. Okay, how I can improve that.
Huh.
Yeah, personally, financially, or whatever it is, however you call.
That's a
So these key things that help me a lot, and thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thank you very much for such a extensive feedback. And I would say something here. Like in the month of June, I was actually checking while in the air, I had nothing else to do. I made 60 questions, 60 more questions, and then I was bored. I was actually out of scenarios when you are in air. So then I started checking that I will be maybe publishing it that in the month of June, every
Mhm.
single day we have a certified PM. And some days we have 2 to 3 PMPs. So June getting certified PMP has been a amazing month. We got, I guess, 61 or 62 certified PMP in the month of June. And yes, the thing you said is important. But the real thing about the PMP aspirant group is that while we are talking, a question has been posted in the group. And how every single person will put onto that, how every single person will get into that. So that is a important thing to understand. Like not only those people who are preparing, and that is what Ganesh, my next thing is to you.
Yeah.
Each one is the mantra of the game. Once you are
Yes.
certified PMP, once you have crossed the line, I actually learned it from the speech of Denzel Washington. If you know him, he's kind of a star, uh,
Yes. Yes.
the movie star kind of. I like his movies. So he said it in one of his Oscar speech, I guess. Each one, when you go to some place, uh, pick up other someone, and like I have been using that, and it's really something that is a very important thing to build up better community. It's not just you. I know that for a fact. I am kind of obsessed. I'm obsessed about it. I was kind of tired. That's why I asked you, okay, I'll have 15 minutes break because I just came back from a flight.
Yes. Yes.
And so I said, no, I want to record the journey. That the important thing is that I'm kind of obsessed, and that's why our success record is so high. Some
Yeah.
students clear it in 1 to 2 months. Some students take time, but I make sure one thing: eventually, every single person who has paid me, they clear the program. That is for sure. Okay,
I'm seeing it.
let's talk about time management. That has been one challenge in the exam. So how
Yes.
did the time management went? And interestingly, Mohit, time management was the almost the same, but with a sudden twist. Okay, please go ahead.
Hmm. Okay. See, my exam was in the morning. It was started around like 5:45, and it checked in for 30 minutes, and 6:15 it was started. So the first phase of the 60 questions, it took me almost like 90 minutes,
Mm,
95 minutes
mm,
of it. And what I did is like, I think in one of the coaching call, I still remember you said 180 minutes, how to manage. You try to backtrack that because the time would be going, in the reverse direction.
mm,
So I noted down on my notepad, like if when it comes 150 minutes, that's the first alarm
mm,
that it is like 75 or 80 minutes is done.
mm,
So I still remember, like, it took 90 to 95 minutes to complete phase one, and
mm,
phase two, it took me almost like 80 minutes
mm,
to complete.
mm,
And then the phase three took me 60 minutes. 60 minutes means at the last I think 10-15 questions I have to rush it. No other option for
mm,
me.
mm.
Otherwise, I will leave some answers which you don't basically encourage doing it.
Yeah,
And
yeah, that is a no-go area. Straightforward for everyone who are my students or who will be watching that video. Leaving the question is like useless because you don't have negative marking in the exam. So even let's say even you select option C and put answer of all the options as option C, there's still a probability, 25% probability to get that question right. But if you leave it empty, there is zero probability. It's a game of probability, na? It's a
exactly.
game of
Give up.
probability. It's not you have seen the exam PMP, you have just given it's not that C is right answer or B is right answer. Some people says that, okay, let's do it A, B, C, D, A, B. I am strongly against that. Why?
Okay.
If you catch the trend, maybe you catch the trend, but probability
Yeah.
is high that maybe you will mess it up. So like if you have last 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and you don't have, you have 15 question, pick one option, B, C, pick your choice, whatever. Mark the answers, because that's important thing to look into, that never leave a question in the exam. Okay,
Correct.
let's talk about this thing. Why, since your English is good and you have done good amount of mocks, so why the time management became issue for you?
The first phase, right, when I started with with the exam, it
Mm,
it took me some time to set into that
mm,
the simulator or the exam simulator, because I took it online. I took it from home,
mm,
and uh, it I have to read the question properly. I was in the initial mode. I was little tense.
mm,
I have to cool down a little bit,
mm,
and at least for first 18 to 20 questions, right?
mm,
I was like 30 minutes done already,
mm,
nearing to 30 minutes.
mm,
So might be little tensed, and I was very conscious like whether I'm selecting the right answer. That took me some time.
mm,
Uh, um, as and when I keep going, right,
mm,
it was uh, my mind is getting set.
mm,
Okay, now I have to go in this progress, and
mm,
then trying to identify those keywords. It took me some time for me, because the mocks that what we did, right, when we took an exam,
mm,
uh, the mocks are little straightforward, I would say. When I take an exam, right,
mm,
there are twists and turns, understanding the language, how the questions were being framed,
mm,
and the responses that is framed, right,
mm,
those are like I feel like it is little twist and thing,
mm,
landing up eliminate using elimination technique. I was able to eliminate two things straightforward,
mm.
but other two things, it was little confusing for me. So these are the potential
Yes.
elements need to take a lot of time actually.
Mm. This took a little bit more time than it
Yes,
was
yes,
expected. Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Which area was most highlighted in the exam?
The most area it was highlighted is, I would say, teams,
Teams. Okay.
agile,
Okay.
stakeholder,
Okay.
and part of communication. I saw
Part of communication. So
part of communication.
still those four areas remain the key of the exam: stakeholder communication, team, agile. Right?
Yes,
If I
if I yeah, this is the key area, and some of them I have noted. Outside what I saw is risk management. I saw some questions related to risk management as well,
Mm.
and part of scope schedule, uh, change control, and procurement. These were the splits of the remaining
but this was on lighter side, right?
on the later side. Exactly, exactly.
Because
But predominantly agile, teams, stakeholder communication.
I did with one of my one-to-one student, Imran, who cleared a day before yesterday.
Uh-huh.
I only did these topics: stakeholder communication, team, agile, because he had a very interesting scenario. He basically
Mhm.
filled his application and he had taken 2 or 3 time extension, and now the PMI said they are not gonna give the extension. So he was like, he came to me when he has like 10 days or something like that. He said that,
Mhm.
I asked him, ask them extension, maybe they will give it. But they said the same thing. They said, no, we are not gonna give you any extension for that. So
Mhm.
then he had a very busy, even for 10 days, he could not study. So for after 4 days, he said to me, yeah, thank you for that, but I cannot continue. I said, okay, you accepted that you are going to give the exam and can fail. He said, yes. I said, 100%. I said, your responsibility. He said, my, I said, now let's study. now, now let's, do that thing, because I know that it is 90% chances. And even in that, I skipped a lot, but he got a very good score.
Yeah.
A very good score. Yeah. And he only did that 60 final mocks that I gave you, the last mocks, and
Uh-huh.
3 people mocks only. I did not have the time to do that, na.
Okay.
But it depends from student to student. It depends on your luck. It depends what your role is. It depends on various factors. So for those who are watching, please don't do that. But I'm saying that you try to do that, and your exam get predominantly procurement, because it has happened to one of my student 2 years back. I still
Mm-hmm.
remember her name, Asha. She was like,
Mm-hmm.
I got 40 to 50 questions from procurement only. And everyone
Oh.
was getting other topics. She got that. Only one student. And that was a interesting thing. She got all above target, but the
Mm-hmm.
point was that was not the point. The point was that if let's say we had done a selective preparation, we could have been in a trouble, right?
Yeah. Yes, correct.
So any formula question,
No, no formula question.
any critical path question.
Yes, there are one or two, and
You have
yeah,
to
one or
calculate the critical path.
sorry.
You have to calculate the critical path.
No calculation of critical path, but it was like critical path or critical chain method or something, choosing something like that.
Choosing between that. Okay. Anything else?
Schedule.
And you have already discussed everything that I normally ask. Anything that else you would like to add to the people who are preparing for the exam?
No, I would just say like follow your footprints, whatever you try to say, and attend coaching calls. That's very important. And the marathon. Okay, that the consolidation of all the coaching calls that you do, and just stay cool. That's what I would say.
Right.
Uh, and yeah, you are there, Amar. So I think you're the best. That's
Okay.
it. One word.
Thank you very much. Okay, just putting the context, guys. If you have any question you want to ask, please put in the chat box. Satish, Mohit Manotra, Mohit Gupta, you are already certified. Shadab, you can put your questions there. Ganesh, I would request you to make few questions for which I'm gonna use in PMP Marathon. You know that will
Yes, I will.
yeah. Okay,
I
so
will do that.
yeah, so do that, and we'll take it from there. And thank you very much. It has been an honor. Take rest now, then we will talk about the further certificates.
Sure, sure, definitely. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Sure.